Hello everyone and welcome to some more Magic the Gathering with me, Udalad. Today we're having a look at a mono black aggro deck. It's not really aggro deck, I just called it an aggro because it's kind of cheap. Like cheap cards and stuff like that. The reason why I made this deck is because I wanted to play around with Knight of the Ebon Legion. I know I have that fabulous weird animation. It actually looks kind of better on this card. Anyway, I want to play around with Knight of the Ebon Legion, see what you can do with like some sort of vampire kind of deck. So this is what I came up with. We have Sorin as kind of a tech card. He's kind of a, well, if you don't have any real threat, Sorin can just pump up a vampire and it can become really strong. Then we have just really cheap early kind of things to put some pressure on them, Knight of the Ebon Legion being one of the biggest threats. And then we have Twilight Prophets for some more late game stuff, and Cavalier of Night as sort of removal and really annoying creatures. These guys are really hard to actually like remove from the battlefield. Because when you play them, you can sacrifice a creature to kill another creature that an opponent controls, and when they die, you can bring back a creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. So basically these guys, you play them out, you kind of maybe kill like one of the Vampire of the Dire Moon, and you have a dead Knight of the Ebon Legion in your graveyard. So it's like, you play them out, when they actually try to remove these, you just get the Knight of the Ebon Legion out, and he's like, oh yes, well I'm gonna pump myself up and become really dangerous. And that is kind of just how this annoyingly works. It's been doing okay. I played a couple of games today, but a couple of days ago when I was like ranking up towards gold, it was doing way better, but I think I was just facing worse players maybe. Anyway, if you haven't already, check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Udalad, and go and have a look. Playing through Bloodborne, I'm on the 2 last bosses right now, or I have 3 bosses left. So come by and share me on. I do need some sort of support through this harsh time, I feel like. Okay, this is an okay starting hand. I don't know what I kind of want to remove, though, from this. I do like this new Mulligan mechanic, by the way. You can choose kind of a lot more what you end up with. I think definitely removing this figure is probably the correct choice here. Because, like, yeah, we do want removal, but we have Vampire of the... God damn it. Vampire of the Dire Moon as some sort of early kind of protection. Then we have Sorin that can buff up the Vampire, and we have an Audacious Thief as card draw. So I feel like this is kind of okay. It's an okay beginning. As long as we draw more creatures and not more land. Like 4 land, that's enough. Now we want creatures. I think definitely next turn we play Sorin. Try to buff up this Vampire of Dire Moon so we have something more sustainable, something more dangerous and aggressive. That is definitely the way to go. Okay, 1 more land, actually. Would be really great. Then we can get the Cavalier of Night out.
Will not bring me pleasure, nor pain.
Boom. There we go.
Thirst for life.
Vampire of the Dire Moon. Boom. Healing. I do really like the Vampire of the Dire Moon. Like, they are a surprisingly good early game protection card. Which is just like, it's kind of good in the sense that it also heals you. So if you get him out with the opponent not having any, like... Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, if you can get out the Vampire of the Dire Moon without the opponent having any sort of, like, cards out himself, it can actually be quite good. Just a 1/1 that heals you a tiny bit in the beginning. Kind of helps against some sort of dangerous deck in that sort of sense. Swinging with the Vampire Dire Moon can be a thing. Like, he'll never block with Kethis. This is something that we'll just have to accept. But what we can hopefully do, next turn we can swing with both of these and use this figure on Kethis. And hopefully kill him. This is actually kind of an interesting deck that I kind of want to do myself. Just a legendary deck. You only have legendary spells. And you use Kethis as like this kind of... Ooh. Well, that's harsh. Interesting. Where's this from? Cool. That's a really cool spell. I think we might disfigure him. Do we want to disfigure him? Nah, Sorin can handle this. We can disfigure him next turn in case we don't get any sort of... God damn it. God frickin' damn it. Might as well use this. We don't have any creatures to sacrifice, so... Just one more land. We can get the Cavaliers of Night out, and that'll be extremely useful for us. Paradise Druid. I've seen a lot of people play with Paradise Druid, and I kind of... Like, I understand what the point of it is, but I'm not sure how useful it is compared to, like...
the act of a coward.
What the frick? How do I pull both my Sorins? Wow, that is incredible. Anyway, yeah, the Paradise Druids. I prefer, personally, to have Llanowar Elves and probably... Oh, yeah, he's going to kill Sorin.
This wasn't my
Llanowar
fight
Elves
anyway.
and probably just... Ah, crap. Oh, there we go. Finally. What was the saying again? I keep blanking out entirely because I'm focusing a bit too much. Yeah, ramp, Paradise Druid. Okay, focused. I prefer to have the other, like, 2 mana, the one that can evolve, because it's sort of a stronger kind of ramp. It's an early ramp that is a 0/2 to begin with. That's kind of an okay blocker. What the crap?
If you threaten Innistrad, I will
What is
take
this?
it personally.
Oh my god, this deck is actually really cool that it's playing. I do kind of like this. This is a really cool deck that is playing. It's probably going to win, though. I feel like we're in a really bad spot right now, so... We can play the Cavalier Knight again. We'll see if he has any sort of trick up his sleeve. The thing with his deck, I think, is that he is... he does not have any sort of, like, card draw, like, really reliable card draw. And I think that might be what could win us the game. But it's still, like... Oh, crap. Okay, Karn at least doesn't have any sort of removal, so that's good. Like, this is actually a really cool deck. I kind of want to check this out, like this thing that he's playing. I guess I block here? Okay. Ah. I did not even think about that soldier was a vampire. I did not even consider that. That was actually a really good play. Wow.
The choices we make reveal.
I did not even, like... Did not even cross my mind that that was actually a vampire.
I have not survived millennia to stand down now.
Well, might as well do that.
Calls to your soul.
Hopefully we can get some attacks out with Audacious Thief, but I got a feeling that he's just going to produce a vampire and he's going to sack it with Sorin. That's what I would do. And just kill off my Audacious Thief. Yeah. Okay, I think we are we are officially screwed.
The blood is the life.
I don't think there is anything we can do at this point. Like, we are not getting our card draw mechanics out, and we basically have no early or any, like, good kind of removal. Cavalier of Night could maybe help this. We can hope. We gotten 3 of them. That is actually extremely lucky. We gotten 3 of our Cavalier of Night.
I bestow a mighty curse.
The thing is, like, he can still kill him with Sorin, so if he swings, I have to just let him through. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Good choice.
Wow, that is a really sucky choice for me. I guess we'll put Sorin there.
Strife makes monsters of us all.
I feel like
That will cost you
we're in a
dear
really bad
blood.
position. I should probably just concede this, actually. Like, we probably cannot turn this. I don't think we have any sort of... We do have Cry of the Canarium, which could help us. But, like, he has 3 Planeswalkers out already. I think it's kind of too late for that. So, yeah, I think we'll just accept the damage. We'll just concede this game. And we'll jump into the next one. That was actually a really cool deck, though, that he was playing. I kind of like the idea of it. And I kind of want to try it. I might have a look, see if I have the cards for it. Because that's really... I think that was really cool. The thing is, like, obviously, almost all cards are going to be very expensive to basically have. But I feel like it could be kind of cool. Let's mulligan this. I think this, yeah, this is way better. We throw away the Twilight Prophet. She's kind of a bit too expensive, and you usually don't get her off anyway. The thing is, like, the Twilight Prophet is a real, like, late game. If the game, like, drags on forever, it's kind of a solution to that. And that's not the situation right here. I do have some abnormal endurance in this deck, which I feel like is, like, it's kind of a cool, just a tech, because it's like, a lot of the times, people just try to do some hard removal on your creatures, like Knight of the Ebon Legion, and then you can just do the abnormal endurance on it, and just make it survive, or you can do some trades, like way better than you usually would. These Dusk Legion Zealots could actually be legit to add. The thing is, like, they are 2 mana and they only draw you 1 card, so I'm not sure how valuable they are actually. But I do kind of like them. We definitely want the Audacious Thief out as fast as possible, so that we can start drawing cards with him. Boom. Getting some damage in. I do love the Knight of the Ebon Legion, by the way. It's such a strong card. It is very good. Ooh, Sorin.
I drink
Okay, so
only
he's
the
going to sack
finest,
his Zealot,
and
I'm
you
assuming.
smell well aged.
This is kind of the worst situation we... Like, if he would have done this... Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, he's buffing
This
it.
is but a taste of my power.
Interesting. That's really interesting. So let's kill that. And let's actually swing with both of these and we can kill Sorin immediately. That's a feels good opportunity. Boom. There we go. Got him out of the way
Heart
quickly.
is too hollow to care.
I always, like, when I look at the decks, I said this in previous videos, I know, but always when I look at the decks, I'm like, they're fucking massive. That can't be, like, 50 cards. But it is. Like, sometimes you face people... Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, I need to find this card. I did not realize that this was a card. That could be kind of legit in this deck if you would, like, just add a bit more vampires to it. Could be very legit. Boom. And I think Kaya's Ghost form on Knight of the Ebon Legion is a really cool combo. So we'll just do that. And we'll attack with both of these. And we'll see how it blocks. If he blocks the Audacious Thief, we have abnormal endurance. Yeah, there we go. So that's a good way to handle that sort of creaturing. That doesn't make any sense, okay? That word does not make any sense. Ooh, Twilight Prophet. I think we can handle that really quick. Let's do Cavalier of Knights. Boom. Sacrifice this. And kill off the Twilight Prophet. We have used so much removal. Like, we have gotten kind of lucky, removal-wise. It's actually a bit like triggering for myself. It's the amount of bullshit. I think what we do, we attack with both of these. The Audacious Thieves, we'll save them for when we really need to draw cards. Right now we're in a really good spot, so I don't think we need it. Oh. That was a really weird bug on Kaya's Ghost form. Well, whatever. Boom. Like, I've been thinking of doing like some sort of red-black deck. That could be really cool. Oh, that's rude. You could make some really cool red-black decks with like Knight of the Ebon Legion and such. So that's something that I've been thinking about. GG. Rabbit dead. That was kind of a quick game. That is kind of more how this deck is. Wanting to kind of do its things. I know that basically doesn't make any sense. But that is kind of the way this... If you're in an ideal situation, that's how this deck is supposed to work. You just have these creatures that just keeps removing, and you have abnormal endurance, just bringing back your creatures even though they're supposed to be dying. That's kind of the idea, at least. Kind of like having Cry of the Carnarium, but at the same time, we do need the Skymarsh Bloodletter. I think we'll throw away Cry of the Carnarium. We can usually handle ourselves anyway. Okay, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Next turn we'll play another Swamp, do Kaya's Ghost form. Unless he has some removal already. No, okay. I do like putting Kaya's Ghost form on Knight of the Ebon Legion because it's a card that you really want to remove. And so, sorry about that, for Facebook ping. Knight of the Ebon Legion is a card that you really want to remove like all the time. So basically, having it with Kaya's Ghost form actually makes it really annoying, basically. Interesting that you removed the Twilight Prophet. That's kind of good. I would have thought it was worse if you removed the Audacious Thief, because he is kind of a... Ah, crap, this is really bad. We're not drawing in land. Yeah, the Audacious Thief is our way to actually draw cards. The Twilight Prophet is just like a sort of way to, let's say, make a threat that seems more threatening than it is. Put it that way. Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord! Audacious Thief, we really need a card draw right now. Search for Azganta. Ooh, Endless Reborn. I think we actually sacrificed the Knight of the Ebon Legion. We want the card draw from the Audacious Thief. Let's just attack with this boy first. Boom. There we go. Let's do a Skymarsh Bloodletter. And we'll actually save, or do we want to... What we can do, we can save Kaya's Ghost form and sacrifice that, or discard that from the Eldest Reborn, and I think that is the way to go. We don't want to discard a Cavalier of Night, because then he can steal it with the Eldest Reborn. Which would be kind of bad. So right now he only has, like, yeah, he can take the Twilight Prophet. That is kind of a good card. Ah, crap, he has another... Goddamn Eldest Reborn. Frickin' hell. That's good. At least that's... Oh, right. I was like, wait, why can't I play the Swamp? Oh. I do not wish to sacrifice anything. And now we can actually... This is actually really good that we pulled the Disfigure. Like, we are doing surprisingly well, considering. Let's see, he'll probably pull this, yeah, Twilight Prophet. And we'll throw away the Disfigure. And then next turn he'll probably pull, like, the Skymarsh Bloodletter, something like that. Oh, Nicol Bolas. Lucky that we have... No, he makes us discard! Fuck! Fuck me, that's really bad. God damn it, Nicol Bolas. If he gets to transform him, well... I think we could be fine. That's interesting that he actually chooses to do that. Kill off Nicol Bolas. Boom, and then we return Knight to the Ebon Legion. Now with this, I think he'll bring back Nicol Bolas, obviously. But I think that's an okay thing to just accept. Plus right now I don't have any cards to discard, so... The thing is, can he transform him? 7. No, he does not have the mana to transform him. If he plays this though... He does. But has he played a land this turn? I'm not so sure. Oh yeah. Question is, what ability does he use? Does he draw 2 cards?
Omnipotence. Isn't death amusing?
Will he sacrifice? No? Okay. How much health? He has 3 loyalty. If I kill this from your graveyard, he has no creature in here. This is actually definitely the correct choice. Attacking with the Audacious Thief. No, I think this is fine. We'll leave it like this. And Nicol Bolas he'll probably use his +2, let's be honest here. Oh crap, Gates Ablaze.
I always have an answer.
He has... Well, he only has 2 gates, right?
Are they your memories?
God freaking damn it.
Or mine? Let's try this.
He could cast Gates Ablaze, it would kill 2 of my creatures. Okay, well, he can't do it anymore. Okay. So we have a plan. Think what we'll do. If we attack with all creatures on Nicol Bolas, we can kill him off. Like, he is definitely the most dangerous one here. We'll see what he does with that. The question is it worth saving? We could save Knight of the Ebon Legion. However we do it, we are going to kill the Direfleet Poisoner. We could kill the Twilight Prophet. Actually, killing the Twilight Prophet could be really good. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. So we have 5 mana. This costs 3, right? We'll do this first. Then we'll do this. There we go.
Significant spec.
So now he has to pull through 2 cards with Nicol Bolas, which is kind of okay. That brings him up to 3. If he has no creatures, he is basically screwed. He needs some sort of removal to handle the Cavalier of Night.
It's
So
how
it is
you
like
play
very
and
possible
you
that he has that. Let's be honest, like he has a lot of cards. We are in quite the... Oh, God damn it.
I will spare you in exchange for eternal servitude.
God damn it, Nicole Bolas.
You're another time, Planeswalker.
Definitely Knight of the Ebon Legion. Oh no, maybe not. He can't cast Gates Ablaze, can he? Yeah, I think he definitely can cast Gates Ablaze. Or no! He screwed it! He could have cast Gates Ablaze and killed my creatures. Oh my god. This might work. This might actually work. We'll see if he has any combat tricks. Doesn't seem like it. There's Time Twister. Used it on Nicole Bolas.
My revenge will be painful.
Oh no, on him. Okay. I actually don't mind that. That's actually fine.
You'll
Need to kill
pay
off that
for
Nicole anyway, so. Because the feeling I get, like, obviously he has... Like, he should definitely cast the Gates Ablaze. I don't understand why he has not done it yet. He could have last turn already killed, like, my creatures. Could have already done it last turn.
There's always an answer.
Okay. This is getting ridiculous. I don't think
against meditate and
I don't think
prepare.
there's anything we can pull that can actually save us at this point. I think he definitely has one.
I will return. My intellect is without limit.
So we fought some really weird decks there. Like both the legendary deck and like a Gates Super Friends deck. Feels kind of weird. Anyway, I think like the second game kind of showed off the best side of this deck. Obviously there are some changes that can be made. I think this deck should be way more aggressive than it is. Right now it's like it's not super aggressive. It's kind of some sort of middle ground, and it's not really great. It works, but it's not that great. But I definitely think that it can be made to work way better with some more aggression, some more vampires. Probably actually making this like almost entirely out of vampires and adding some more +1/+1 for vampires could be a thing. But that has been my mono black mid-range deck. Yeah, I'd call it more of a mid-range deck. If you like the deck, give it a like, and also comment down below what kind of mono black deck you would want to do with these new cards that they've added. Like both this figure and Knight of the Ebon Blade or Ebon Legion is really good, like really strong cards coming from M20. So give me your thoughts, and also remember to subscribe. And I will see you next time, my friends. Goodbye.